That's supposedly their own water tank, right? Solar powered, supposedly. Not sure how it works. But this plant just freaks me out, man. You know, you look at it, just all the roots holding the soil together. It's like its own little ecosystem, man. You should think of your brain on trading. You know? There's so many pathways that are fucking you up. There's so many like neural pathways that are just fucking you up. You're just programmed to react in a certain way. And that's why you ain't making more money trading. Well, that's why you can't change some of the processes that you have. When you click fucking buy, every trade of yours seems to be a fucking loser. If that's you, drop a comment. Drop a comment. There's a reason why that is. Buenas tardes, mi gente. This is a February update, and you know, I needed to come here. I needed to come to this place and just, you gotta tell yourself again, you gotta tell yourself a million times that money doesn't mean a motherfucking thing. I mean, it can get you this. You know, but February was like a rough month mentally for me. And the crazy part is, even though I'm posting this winter, most people on Twitter were just like, oh my God, Lucci's dying. How come you weren't short, man? You should have made $2 million, man. Fucking Twitter, yo. Y'all need to just, we all need to just woosah that shit out, man. Half the stuff you want to say on Twitter, you shouldn't say it. You know you shouldn't say it. But you just do anyway, right? Because it makes you feel good. Boost that ego of yours. I didn't capitalize on that move down. And I felt all those emotions from before, like I really had my mind together. I felt them all coming back. Like every morning when I woke up, I wasn't eating right. I wasn't going to the gym. The market would just exhaust me. Just like it did for a lot of you guys. And then immediately you just go to comfort, you know, after that. Just not doing shit, staying in my house, not leaving, watching TV, watching Netflix. I binge watched that Narcos, baby. What else did I binge watch? That Gentified show. And the crazy part was, I made all this money before the crash happened. Then when the crash happened, everybody's in the office, you know? Everybody's in the office. Just very emotional. You could feel the energy right there. Some people made out with millions. Others stayed flat. Others lost a shit ton. That's just the way the game is. But that's how the game always is, with a crash or not. But everybody has something to say. In times like this, look at how emotional we all get. Whether good or bad, whatever it is, like we all get so emotional. It's about to rain here. And you could feel that emotion every day on Twitter, every day when you're watching the news, every day when you're looking at updates on the coronavirus. It's crazy. But all that emotion, most of the time, especially for me, I don't trade good under that emotion, you know? Look at this guy. Uh-oh. You know, out here just chilling. I'm so lucky to have these friends in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is such a beautiful place, man. It's such a beautiful place to disconnect, let it all go, and realize, like, it's all good, man. It's all good. All right, let's hit these numbers here. This is for February again. And before we throw out the statements here, the emotions are high. Emotions are running real high. Because of this market, obviously with the volatility, with the coronavirus, and you can see it. You can see it everywhere. You can see it in everybody's tweets. You can see it in the news. You can see it reacting to the stock market. You can see it. You can see the emotions everywhere. And it's very easy to let these emotions get away from you, right? When you're trading this volatility, when you're upset, because something happened to you, whether you took some wins, whether you took some losses, watch what you say, man. Watch what you say. What you say on Twitter and how you attack people or how you comment people or, how you throw things out there. People can see, people can tell where your head is at now. You know what I'm saying? You're not just writing what you're writing. You're explaining a whole story in what you read, in what you write. It's kind of cryptic in that sense, right? That we can all decipher this kind of code, which is simply just text messages and tweets, in news articles, whatever the hell it is. We can detect, the tone that's under this thing. And of course we can, because these are words, right? But they're words that also attach a tone to them. So if you were sitting right here talking to me, you'd be able to tell that tone, right? But on Twitter, you're not necessarily able to see or able to feel that tone. But in these types of environments, you can. So watch what you say, man. A lot of you guys have no idea, and you assume so much. We assume so much. And, in life, we're oftentimes wrong in those assumptions. And on Twitter and social media, very often, we are wrong in those assumptions. So, no, I am not down this freaking month. I had a decent month. I was having a better month. I was around about 350. And then the close that last Friday happened, where I lost about 140,000 in a single day. But the rest of the month, again, was just great. It was just me kind of scraping premium. And unfortunately, that last sort of week where the volatility started, I didn't participate that much. I really didn't participate that much. And when I did, I would get stuck. I'd need to hedge. And I always kind of stayed flat. And that's kind of the what I'm kind of throwing out to you guys, for my past history for the year that we've been doing this. Is that it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be able to lose money, and in this case, a lot of money, and still stay alive. I'm happy to report that it's March 4th right now. I've already made back that loss that I took the end of the month. So I'm going to just cap this off real quick. Friday, the end of February, this was super dangerous for a lot of people, especially me. I was short all these options going into the expiration. And all my premium was drying up real nice. I was getting ready to close real nice. I was very happy about the month. And then, bam, there was a 50, 80 handle ES program. And it force covered me out of everything. IB went into my account, basically, and force covered all my short calls just like they would. It's a risk parameter for them. So they just trigger it, and bam, it goes. And I ended up losing about 140,000. It was crazy. And it was the last 5 minutes, the last 2 minutes, or whatever it was. And I just sat there just looking at the screen like, oh my fucking God. But again, shit happens. We roll on. We move on. Try not to get too emotional about these things. I understand how difficult that can be. But the more you do it, whether you're off emotions because you took a big win or you're off emotions because you took a big loser, if you stay right here, the next trade will not be affected by the things that happen to you. All right? So, good luck out there with this volatility. Remember, not trading is all good too. It's difficult for us to just peel away from the screens and not trade, but that's a great option for a lot of traders as well. For me, yeah, it's a good environment. It's not a great environment. I don't know. I'd rather just kind of go back to a nice low volatile environment where I can scrape some premium. But while we're not there, I'll scalp some shit here and there. All right. So good luck out there.